Alright, what I want to talk about real quick is solving equations when you have a variable on both sides. So you got to remember variable means a letter. Most of the time we'll see x, but a lot of times you'll see different letters as well. So in this case, we now have an x on both sides of our equal sign. Solving it's going to be kind of similar, but what we're doing is we're adding one step. First thing you need to decide, and the whole goal of the process, is to get all of your variables on one side of my line right here, and all of my numbers on the other side of that line. Now, good practice is to start and say what's going to make your life easier and what's going to be the best option. So in this case, because I have 2x's on the right and 4x's on the left, I'm going to say, you know what, I want to go to where I have more x's. So I want all my x's to be over here on the left side. Then, if that's the case, then I have to have all my numbers over here on the right side. So what I'm going to look at first is I'm going to come to my left side and I'm going to say, okay, do I have anything that's not an x that doesn't belong? Well, 4x is an x, so he's okay. But this negative 4 isn't an x, so that needs to go. I'm going to get rid of it by adding 4. If I add 4 to one side, I add 4 to my other side. Now I'm simplifying on each side. If I have 4 negatives and 4 positives, these are going to cancel each other out, and my 4x is left over on the left side. Same thing, nothing happened to the 2x, so that stays exactly the same. But I have 6 positives and 4 positives, so now I have plus 10. Okay, now I'm ready for my second step. So again, I look back, okay, on my left side, only x's, so I'm good there. But on the right side, I want only numbers. So let's take a look. Well, 2x is not a number right off the bat, so he can't be on my number side. To get rid of him, I'm going to subtract 2 x's from both sides. Now, what we've been doing with equations so far is to get rid of, or to simplify that x down, we've been dividing. But when you divide, you're going to be left with only 1x. I want 0 x's left. That's why I do a minus 2x instead. So, now I'm simplifying again. 4x minus 2x's is going to leave me with 2x's. Okay, again, you can just kind of focus on your numbers, and that's going to help you with your operations and what's left over. My 2x's are going to cancel, and I'm left with 10 positives. Now, once I get to this step, I'm left with just a one-step equation. Once all of your x's are on one side and your numbers are on the other, now you say, all right, let's solve it, and let's see how much 1x equals. Now I divide by 2 because I want to know how much 1x is going to be equal to. Divide the other side by 2, and my x is equal to 5. Okay, and if I wanted to check it, all I'm doing is plugging in. So 4 times 5 minus 4 equals 2 times 5 plus 6, squeezing it in there. This is going to give me 20 minus 4 equals 10 plus 6. 20 minus 4 is going to be 16, and 10 plus 6 is going to be 16, and it works. Okay, now, something important to talk about. There's going to be a couple situations that we're going to run into that are going to be interesting. So down here I have an x equals a number. That lets me know I have one solution. If I run into a situation where you have 0 equals 0, that means all the x's canceled on both sides, all the numbers canceled on both sides. This is going to have an infinite number of solutions. Because what that's telling you is that your equations are exactly the same, and they're always going to be equal. So we could say x is equal to all real numbers, or anything you can think of. Okay, now something else you may see. Say I run into a situation and I have 0 equals 2, or 5 equals 0. Okay, so all of your variables cancel out, but you're left with just a number. This is no solutions. So this tells you that those two lines or those two expressions will never be equal to each other no matter what you do. So there is no solution for x. So in that case, it'd be acceptable just to say no solutions. Okay? So hopefully this helps you guys out. Okay? Good luck with it.